Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Tway here. Another account review. Has been a long time since I posted any of those because I don't know, I haven't found anything like super interesting. We're still doing account reviews, so if you guys want to do it, check down below, Discord link, send me a message with a question. But when you do that, you now have to redeem 5,000 points watching on my stream to not just hop in and get all these freebies, ladies and gentlemen. No, we're not doing them for free anymore. Alright, without being said, let's just get into it. We got Horoki and we got a question. Well, not really. Anything you want to do with it in particular. I messed up my gears badly and I don't know how to fix it. Okay, for Angel, I'm not doing your gears specifically, but I will give you homework so you know what to do next, because it just takes up a lot of time if I have to re-gear everything. So, oh yeah, Angel is a guy with a woman's name called Angel, which is probably one of the most common porn stage names outside of like Diamond maybe. But unless he is from Thailand, he is no, he's a guy. Okay, so let's get it popping. So we got a play record 57 days. We got ourselves a little bit of battles, platinum 1, 3-star unique weapon, few heroes here and there. And let's just look at what he is rocking. Supposedly an Ophelia 3-star, currently a dispatch, something I have to look at. We got a Shay. I'm not a fan of Shay anymore. There are a lot of units that do her stuff just as much as she does, but with a lower investment. And especially because magic teams have a net, which gives you the CC resistance, I see no use in making a Shay. But that is my personal opinion. It's always personal if it's an opinion. Okay, so looking at Naroxus. Naroxus is one of the most underestimated tanks that I believe is one of the most interesting ones. Now, hands down, we're gonna change up one thing. If we do have the runes, we do not. That just. Well, we do have a lot of gems, ladies and gentlemen, so that is interesting. We got May on a dispatch. She still needs her unique weapon. Got a pretty decent unique treasure, a net, and nothing is ruined, surprisingly. So that is something we'll have to look at. Also, Syria. So, Angel, question. Out of these two, Ophelia or Syria, who do you really want to main? Because both of them can do just about whatever. But the question is, who do you like best? Zara is also there. Pretty good investment, if I do say so. I haven't seen Ophelia do Shockman, so that is something. Like, I'm not quite sure which one would be better for there, but having Zara there makes it pretty clean. Got a 1-star, preferably not the right unique treasure, but that is something. You got yourself Jane. I'm not a fan of Jane in contrast to Naroxus. Naroxus is overall way better into saving your account or saving all of the other characters that you have. You already broke Kazo, which is good. Alright, so I see a lot of things that are useful but are useless at the same time. I like myself a Theo 10 out of 10 times. Get yourself a unique weapon, 1-star, but if you're rocking Syria, you will never need Theo in your life. Not for PvP, not anything else. So I would honestly at some point even suggest breaking it for the sake of gearing up, because Naroxus' unique weapon is quite useful. Not entirely necessary, but it is something to think about. You got yourself one of the best artifacts for Sonya, and I believe Sonya to be a very good character for you as well if you end up going for PvP. However, if you use Ophelia, it may not be the best thing, but along the lines, I would keep this one. As for artifacts, lucky, you got yourself a Sorcerer's Black Dagger, which is one of the best, if not the best, artifact for Little Shockman and Big Shockman as well. We got some growth things. We got Kane up in the building. I'm not sure if you used it. I haven't seen Kane actually in your roster. Have you done the sub-story, or have I overlooked this? Kane is there, but you broke his unique weapon. He's an NPC, a really good character overall. Kind of sad that you broke it, because he is a very good character for PvP when it comes to having an Ophelia. Is it necessary, however? No, not really. Alright, going with that. We got a 3-star hero ticket up to Shake Crow Celica. It's like a very old ticket, I believe. I don't know. We got a unique weapon, we got special item summons, we got some other shimmy that we can play with. Alright. We got some of those legendary tickets. Yes, you got runes, and oh, I wasn't able to open them. So we're gonna rune all of your characters, and I believe that will be part of everything. You get yourself a nice amount of artifact pieces. We're gonna open that in a second. And outside of that, we could get yourself some unique weapons, unique treasures. So that is pretty neat. Yeah, save the artifact for the missions. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna give you some straight homework. Try if you can to make sure to get these things in, because then you can already work yourself a May unique weapon. So that would be pretty good. That's something that we can aim for in a little. It looks like you haven't started League of Honor. Looks like. So that will be part of the homework as well. So let's just see where your May is currently not filled in. May is gonna need a unique treasure 1, which will then help with dragons and most of the other content as well. Let me double check the missions before I make a final verdict on what we are going to do. Because we got a lot of rubies to spend, and I would honestly go for 5k pools on a newer account. Reason for that, then you can fill up your codex. And once you fill up your codex, you get extra fragments from that as well. As a veteran player, I don't like filling up the codex anymore because chance of getting something new is very low. I think at some point I first believe I need to play your account for a little bit just to see where the struggle is. You can go for the 5k Zara pool. It will not net you much of Zara, but ultimately if you do get things of her, then that would be pretty easy. The step up pools are not that great, but they're equal to the normal 5k pools. That is the thing. And I've been debating this, and that is filling up the codex is way better for a newer player than going for the 7.5k unique weapon, unique treasure. It is still a guaranteed thing, right? But the 5k pools definitely hold their own on this, because if you get something useful, if you do get something useful, then it is so good. However, it is always debatable. So Angel is up to make the decision. Do we go a gambling route or do we go a surefire route? There's always gambling involved when you are upgrading unique weapons, unique treasures. That as much is true. Let's see if he completed chapter 9. I believe he would. 59 days. We don't have it completed. All right, let's check out where the struggle is. I've been getting good stuff from Step Up. Like, you're getting stuff from Step Up, but what people tend to believe is like, oh my god, if I do Step Up of Zara, I'm getting only Zara items. No, no, no. That's not the case. that you one time made really amazing items for her, but that is not the case. First off, Narox's needs runes. On a tank, you only need 2 specific runes, 1 P toughness, 1 M toughness. And I always go for 1 MP recovery per attack. It's just a very neat stat to have. This dude is not upgraded as far as I'd like him to be, because this perk is one of the most useful perks in the whole game. So we're gonna check if you do have 28 of these. You do. That is super good. So we are going to then upgrade this. Yo, Sister, what's up, man? Like I said, Naroxis is a very overlooked character, but so strong if you do invest into the guy. Because 300 attack speed reduction is so underestimated. Yoink. You dead. Room of Purification. I'm gonna show you guys a neat little trick to save about 10 seconds in your life. And this is what it looks like. So you go in here, max purify, and once you click this button, transcend, you gotta press the back button, and then you can then skip the whole transcendence animation. Because right now he's 3. That's a neat little skill to not get the transcendence animation. But Naroxis finally got the thing that I want, and what I kind of want is for him to have even more, but we don't have enough SSS of Justice. Because the Battle Cry perk will then allow the rest of your team to survive even further. But it kind of depends on what we are doing right now. May is on attack. Well, that is not allowing her to survive, so I would at least get May up to more. So we're getting 45 of this, because it's at the end of the day it's all about surviving, right? And priest perks are really insane. This way you can level up your maid to level 90, something that is super necessary. You could have some other things in your mind that, oh my god, no, I want to have one of my characters up to T5 and whatever. So the best perk for May is still the S1, which can be gotten on T3. I believe it would be Fragment Selector. Alright, so we'll get her to T3 because that will improve her damage by a fuck ton. It's super amazing. So it kind of depends on all of the resources that we're currently having. But if you can get these things done, it's really good. Yo, Vanessa, yo, thanks for the tier 2 sub. Yo, that is fire. Thanks for the lunch money. And like I said, all of the things, all of the subs, all of the resources that I get from my Twitch and my YouTube are going back into my own game, which means pay to win, which means more content for you guys. So ultimately, everybody wins. But me, mostly. So then you have a May with a multiple transcendence stuff. Sister with the switch hat. Alright, let's go once again with this one. Who? Henge! Are there any other characters that I believe need looking at? Zara will be interesting. However, she does not have her orb. I would honestly try and get her orb, but that will be on the Ruby spending department. The same goes for this one. I would put in, like, she's gonna be sub DPS. And even as a sub DPS, she needs some mana. However, she's always in a casting animation, so having MP recovery on attack on her is not that advisable. So I'd rather go for attack. Now, Zara's one of those characters, if you do invest into her, she becomes an absolute fucking monster. So I would get her to T5, because you cannot underestimate this lady. She would give you so much. But the reason why I go for Zara is for 2 reasons. One being really good at flow. You like Zara even better. Alright, Purify, Transcend, no cutscene. There you go, get it to T5, and that allows us to do a little bit more. As a sub DPS, couldn't decide between her as a sub DPS. Syria's no sub DPS whatsoever, so let's be real about that. That is not the way. Outside of this, what else do we have? Let's just go for this for the extra crit. On T95 it would be better. Recovers 1 orb of mana. That will help us now in the long run, so that could be pretty good. We could, however, get Frey out. However, Frey is giving a lot of crit rate, so we will have to work at something. No, we got 200 from the main thing, 150 from... Nah, we should be good. Like, I believe we should be good if we do something along the lines of this. We also break shields with Zara, which is super interesting at chapter 9. So that is something that we will work with as well. However, where the hell is this thing good? Alright. So she's still going to be sub DPS. However, she's going to be a very interesting factor as well with the HP department. So let's make her sub DPS. Give her a little bit of HP. That will increase her survivability at dragons as well. We're not assuming she is going to do any damage outside of being a stunning factor. So that is pretty good. And I still believe we should go for the 5k pulls onto Zara. Yeah, Zara's really good for the trial for the soul weapon. Way better than Ophelia is. So that is something to keep in mind as well. Judging by that fact, there's a few characters that I still want you to have. Let me double check if this can be used for anything that I believe is still good. Audi would be interesting for you because it's just one of those characters that can be used everywhere. Now, as a newer player, I give this tip to everybody. You want to have as many priests as you want. So if you get yourself Rahardna, amazing. Lavril, amazing. If you do get Shay, nice. If you want to invest into her. Ultimately, having Cassandra in there for PvP would be interesting. Having Elias up there for dragons is really good. Refi is still a very highly recommended monster. So I would honestly always go for priest as a newer player. So having a support over here, awesome. And I think, I'm not quite sure if May stuff is also in here, but let's just do a 10 pull just to see how lucky this account is, just to get it started. Wait, is this a good start, ladies and gentlemen? We got ourselves a Baldwin, which also means we got more unique treasures. Would you be using that on this account? Nah, but it's still fun. Make sure to get Naroxus up to T4. Reason for that is then you can get the tanking perk as well, which then allows your full team to get a lot of HP. But I don't think that Naroxus has his unique treasure 2 yet. That is a must-have. I believe at some point, if I am done with this account, then you can start doing Dragon 8 farms, and that will save you so much time at farming. But that is what I'm aiming for. Whether that can be achieved is, well, still a question, because you only have one character that does attack speed reduction. I would honestly, if you want to get a sub DPS, get yourself Kersey. Kersey is way too good for that shit. Reason why I picked Naroxus over any other tank for Magic is very simple. I started out this game with Jane. Then I went into Mora, and none of them were able to give me the security that none of my other people would die. So therefore, Naroxus is such a monster that does just about everything. So Naroxus, we are gonna give you this. He even got a maximum attack speed roll. This is fucking fun. Because for the people who don't know, if you get his unique weapon, he then scales off of his attack speed, which then procs his unique weapon after an X amount of hits. Really good. So that is amazing, and we went for this perk just to make sure that we would survive everything. And there's a difference. This is a T1, I believe there to be a T10, and there's a slight difference into this. It is 20% instead of 15, which then allows for more survivability. So that's really good. Okay, now that we had all of this, let's check once again. 9-20, can we beat it? I don't think we can do it yet because the gearing is still subpar, but I believe we could be doing something. Frey is out, she is in, and I gotta check her for a second. We have no uptime here. Do you have by any chance transcendence points? You do not. So what I would recommend, get yourself TP. That will make it so much better if you just get 1 point into there. because then you can amp up your survivability. She's mainly all for MP recovery. If you do get her onto the right gear, that is never necessary. However, at the start we saw her die at the beginning. That is very unnecessary. So if you do get the right items, give herself some crits so she can be your only healer. So that is pretty good. We can then upgrade the golden statue. Interesting. Unique crit for net, yes. Noroxis, what gear do you have? Oh wait. Oh we could use some HP on you, bruh. Come here, let me talk to you. Alright, so since we are up against the magic dragon, I'd like to have some magical dodge. However, the first hit of black dragon does do a physical hit. So there's something to keep in mind. However, magical dodge will then work better, probably in all cases. Alright, anybody else that needs anything? Well, Lavril's gear, she just needs help from a professional. Like, I'm just gonna plant runes on her because her buffs are pretty insane. And since we do have enough MP recovery attack thingies, I'm just gonna keep one, make sure that I don't forget anything that could be useful. And then, do we have any other artifacts that which will then help us out? Doesn't really look like it. However, I don't want her to die without anything. So I don't think even Hybrid Book of Animals is that great over here. What I would rather have is this thing, which we just switched. So we're gonna get this one, gear custom, because everything is still the same. We go to Lavril, we go here, and we give her the T1 because the difference is 3%, but it gives me more MP over the second. So Lavril's skills will actually then pop. That is pretty good. We don't kind of need this Goddess of Blessing because we now have May doing that. Yep, May. So then we could get Lavril onto survivability. She doesn't do shit for healing. So then we go for the T5 MP perk, makes it a little bit better. Lavril needs full crit damage in my opinion, yes. That is still part of the homework. I haven't forgotten about that. So then the interesting part will be fantastic hybrid animals on this, and we have some MP recovery on the rest. So we are about to check if this works and pray to the god of gains if it is. So yo sheep, what's up, man? And we got a pretty awesome account that we could be rocking today. So I'm very curious how far we can do. Right now we got a lot of attack speed reduction coming up. I love this. Lavril actually getting the mana that she needs. Therefore, Ophelia doing more damage. Shields are still not being depleted because Zara is still probably not there where she needs to be. However, when she does, then it becomes really interesting. Annette is still not dead yet, which is then also super good. So after this part, we are looking at a major damage. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, and this time the Roxas is still not dead. We still don't have full uptime of buffing of Annette. However, you can manual that, so that's not that much of an issue. And if I had an option to get another unique treasure, I would actually get unique treasure 1 on Zara, so she amps up her stunning rate as well. Doesn't Ophelia pair well with Light? She's kind of mana hungry. Could be, I'm not quite sure. And it could be pretty well for dragons. And I saw she had one. And I don't believe there's any lifesteal on Ophelia right now. That sucks. That really sucks. Alright, so that is something we have to look at as well. Because especially as your main damage dealer, you always want to have lifesteal. Level up, because I do that shit. Alright, so I'm not going any further into the stages, but this is part of the homework. You just got to do the rest of that. And then the question is, do we go ham hard for the other? But we got so many rubies to get stuff going on. So I'm going off a little bit of bias here. But I'm going to buy some necessary heroes. One of them being Rahartna. Reason why you should pick her is Trial of Flow. Being an Ophelia player, being a Zara player, she is a necessary character. Reason why I buy her with rubies right now, because one, they're 3,000 rubies. That is next to nothing, and ultimately it would take pretty long to get all of these characters, especially if you do want to do Flow as soon as possible. So this is something you got to have. Then there are some unique treasures that I want to get for her, but that is part of the luck base. But we're trying to get like a few artifacts in here that should be really good. Anything else that could be necessary? Well, I still like Esker as a sub DPS, aka buffer, but he's not straight necessary, so I would not waste my rubies on that. But that is part of the homework. You could get that. Same goes for Silica, but since you have Naroxis, that is pretty good. Audi will get that too with the ticket that we just had. How can this boy have 60k rubies? I don't know. Ask. I really don't know. After that, I don't see any other heroes that are quite necessary, so we don't have to spend any more times in rubies or whatnot. I'm not even sure what you are working on in the inn, but we're gonna take Audi. Let me just double check in the inn, because I am this dumbass that will just like be the elephant in the room. We could go for NPC heroes, yeah, that's something, but I'd rather not. Ether boxes killed it again. Like, honestly, even as a newer player, I would not go for the ether boxes, because it is way better for you to get a solid team first to get yourself started. However, in the end is Mediana. Alright. Event Mediana. Alright. Mediana's interesting, but I kind of put her on the back, or like on the back seat, because she's not all that anymore, in contrast to all of these other buffers. And as a healer, she isn't all that either, but she is necessary at some forms of what is it called, Tower of Challenge as well. New account gets rubies fast at the start, and a lot of them. Oops, I'm not sure if I was able to skip this. Either way, Raccoon Dog in the building. Highly necessary character, super insane when it comes to pairing with just about everything in the game. Should you invest to him straight away? No, but you had that ticket lying around and nothing else to go for it, so that's pretty good. Outside of that, what else do we get? I want to see how your dragon potential is at this point. I believe we could already do Dragon's 8 pretty clean, but I want to see how it pans out. So we have this. Once again, I'm not a Shade fan, especially at a magical team. It makes zero sense. So this is pretty good. We're getting Lavril in, and now we have options to go for something else. Like, I would honestly go for Elias for the extra defense, and then I would go Kersey. Like, this to me would be the most optimal. Either way, let's just check it out. Elias is one of those characters that is also really overlooked, but for a newer player is a highly recommended character. Is she straight necessary? No. Elias and Kersey have no gear, yeah, and they're low level, so they wouldn't be equipping anything anyway, but I'm just trying to see whether this could do something. Like, if this could already kill it without any problems, that itself would be pretty necessary, or like pretty interesting. In terms of first hit, doesn't do a lot of damage, therefore I am quite satisfied. And the mana battery would then help Annette as well as May, as all of the other characters to focus in terms of damage and in terms of stunning potential as well. Because right now Kersey just insta died, obviously because she doesn't have the means to survive. But outside of that, this is looking pretty decent. I like it. Stunning potential is still not there, but Kersey is there to fix that. There you go, nearly killed this thing. And one go. Now we have to worry about these little faggots, and a fun part about Naroxis, his S1 pulls in people, therefore Ophelia will then do more damage. So that is quite interesting as well. And now with the T2 perk, with the attack speed reduction, we could manage most of the damage. However, I see Annette dying in the back by just like being there. So this is the inconsistency that you talked about. Therefore, having Lice upgraded, having Kersey upgraded would then help you as well. Seems quite unlucky, but this is just the gearing part. Alright, so now that we know that, it's just a matter of getting the right gear. Because none of them were upstart, but I want to spend all of these right now straight into a singular 5k pulling session. If you are then okay with it, let's get this one. Reason why, it gives Mage Soul Stone fragments, which is really good as well. You can spend it all, gotta trust the luck. Okay, so once again, just to emphasize, reason why I go for the 5k pulls onto the Zera, there's a slight chance for Zera increase. She's way better in flow than Ophelia is, so therefore you could do it way better. It is pretty much the same as for the rest of the items that are still in this thing. And this is filling up your codex, which then allows you for more weapon and unique treasure shards at the end of the day. So we got some good lucks in the chat. Let's get our force pull in, see if we are then lucky. And oh shit, we got a first thing. Like, if you get a first or a second weapon, like it's marvelous. We got ourselves a shady chip and another item, ladies and gentlemen. Are we on a lucky account? Coin of future. This is Ophelia, baby. Oh, this is gonna be a good day. I feel it. Oh, Ezekiel. A unique weapon. We got Kaula. We got all these people who got buffed. Oh, we are getting not just one item. We are getting a multiple. And a mask and a random unique treasure box. Oh my god. Esker up in the building. We knew it. Alright, so first pull was awesome. Let's try and get some more. Do we have some more, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, this is a Leo's. Now, Leo is still a very good character if you pair her up with Ophelia. The rest of the pull is a little ass, but we still got something out of it. That's alright. Ghetto. Oh shit, looks fast. Oh, we got some extra. Somebody's telling you to make Ezekiel, and I've seen an Ezekiel blow me the fuck up before, so it is a thing. We got Rodinas. Yo, give me some items, ladies and gentlemen. Tarot card of loss. Well, that's actually good with Syria if you do put her in. Amora up in the building. Yo, what is this, ladies and gentlemen? What are these pulls? We actually got our full pull on this bonanza. Now the question is, do we go for somebody else? No, because the rates are still higher for Zera. That is something that we're aiming for, but so far, so we're going to drain this, right? Let's see where we're ending up at. Get a first item in the building. We got Mitra and we got his soul weapon actually. So somehow this game is telling you something. And give me something else. We got goggles. The most useless artifact in the game. Did this thing just reset? I don't even know. We got Roy up in the building. So we're stacking up the codex, ladies and gentlemen. We have not had one duplicate. There we go. Unique weapon. Oh, did this thing just reset? Apparently it did, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is ridiculous. We are at a good pulling session. We got a... What's with all these coins? This one is Ruru's. Okay, we can have a few of these trash pulls in there. That's alright. Best artifact for Scarlet. Ridiculous. Best artifact for Lavril, ladies and gentlemen. We are filling up the codex. Evan step up pull. Nope. It's a magical team, man. No reason to go for Evan. Zera is way better. Oh, more is... This game is telling you something. This game is telling us something. Please, make a zig. Make pudding boy. Oh, Mask of a Lizard. Oh, this pull is gonna be a little ass. Oh wait. Oh wait, what is this? Lilia up in the building, filling up the codex. No duplicates as of yet. We got biometric sensor type O, aka Chase. The moment he dies, then he gets buffed. Best UT for Ezekiel PvP. Interesting. Like, this game tends to throw curveballs. Oh, a trash pull, but once again, like, having these things is still interesting. We get a 50% off. Yo, don't do this to me. Not now. Or give me something, Zara, please. Zephyr. Okay. Something extra. Arena. Oh. And the last thing, nothing. Alright. We're getting this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. A fast one. We got Yuno's unique weapon. Yo, that is straight fire. Even though you're a magical player, that shit cannot get any better. That is ridiculous. Mana oil. I'm not sure if you had Kybera, but oh, we got some Kaleo up in the building. And another item. Awesome. Yo, this is also pretty good. Having some Krisha stuff in here. You sure don't want to buy NPC gift stuff for the amazing unique weapon? Nah, not really. Wow, a double up. Ooh. Woo! It's still items. Celia. Stacking up the codex, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we have something more. Oh, A1. There you go. It's okay. We don't have to look at the rest of the pool, but let's get it. Let's get the rest of the pool. Ugh. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Shay anymore. It's just a love-hate relationship. Gotta trust the 12 luck. Yeah, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But if we believe Glenn 2-star, and this can be used on every account. This is one of the best characters in the game. Getting a 2-star straight off the bat, no problem, ladies and gentlemen. I does that. And it was the last pull as well. Yo, we made it full circle, ladies and gentlemen. We got all that. We spent all those rubies. Oh, not as good as when I got a 3-star chase. Oh, then again, if you're not a chase player or aiming for being a chase player, then it is still trash. So this, like I said, fills up the codex, aka you're getting more unique weapons, more unique treasures than you could possibly aim for. You want a 2-star weapon, you want a unique weapon onto like some NPCs, you want to have some Ezekiel stuff, it doesn't matter. We got all sorts of buff characters for no reason. But yeah, these are things that we could definitely be working on. So now there is a choice. First off, I am not a fan of these, but since, well, here's the thing. We could go for a Narox's unique weapon, which will then allow us to get a little bit more defense, which is good. But for a newer player having these things, like if I look at these class unique weapons, I instant want to break all of them, no question. But is it the best thing that you can do? No. Not as good as a Pansy 3-star weird flex. Oh, all these people are flexing to nothing. Maybe kept one. Like, we already got the ones, right? But I want to break this. I want to be breaking that. Are there any of these units that you want to keep? Because I'm breaking nearly all of them. Except for Ezekiel. Like, the game is telling you something. We will not be making a Cleo, not a Ruru, not a Zephyr, not a Rudina. because you got anything else. Scarlet is interesting but unnecessary. Esker, I would keep that one. Outside of that, like, I would probably keep all of these. Leo's is not the best one. I'm not a fan of Leo either way, but especially not in the current like Bow Radiance meta. Glenn and Ezekiel, alright, you want to keep those, awesome. Clash unique weapons, we're just gonna destroy them because I feel like it. And then the bigger question is, what do we do from here? I would honestly give Liza her unique weapon. Is it necessary? No. Is it good for dragons? Yes, because you get more magical defense. So yeah, that is one of those things. We could actually destroy Unos, but I would highly advise against that. If you do want to end up with a physical team, that will sting at some point. The rest of this I would actually keep, especially if you want to end up with Kybera at some point. Somehow the middle mouse button just said, well, fuck it. And we're just going to smash them all. And now the question is, do we go gambling routes? Do we go for just about everything? How much percentage is on this thing? 0%. We could try a 4-star. Could. Is that really gonna help you? No, I don't think so. So let's check out if we get the unique treasure 1. That is something that I want. We got another one of this. All right. So duplicate. Give me the orb, please. That one is still good. I like that for Trial of Flow. Give me the other one, please. Give me an orb. We're at least filling up the codex for what I believe, so that's still interesting. You have AK mileage, 2 unique weapons, 2 unique treasures more. Honestly, as a newer player, I would rather go for the TP points, because at the start you would never get as much TP points as you could possibly have, and it will be reset on the 1st of the month. So unfortunately on my end it already reset. However, like, this is way better for a newer player, because this is overlooked so much, like literally so much overlooked. And I'm gonna give you 1 pointer on this. Get this one to 80 something. That is nice. And if you are looking at more survivability, your whole thing is gonna look a little bit like this. This is the build that you should go for a net, and just with 1 point it should be really good. So those TP points is what you should be aiming for next. As for Neroxus, he could be using his unique weapon. Is it necessary? No, but it would then give you more defense as well. So that is something to think about. But since we're also including Kersey into the fray, then we are going to give her something as well. Where the hell is my shit? Or Angel, do you want to try and go for a 4-star Ophelia? It's your choice. Can we not just break something? No background music. Yep, I do this for a reason, so then we can make a video. But it's your choice. Stability might be better in the long run. I do like that statement, because there's a lot of people, including me, that will go for straight up gambling. You, on the other hand, are playing it safe, aka we gotta mash up Kersey just a little bit. She will not help you out straight at the beginning. However, if you do level her up today, tomorrow, then it will definitely grant you a lot. Definitely a lot in terms of stunning potential and everything else. So this should then go to Kersey, a warrior, and we go for, and I have to read it once again, it could be this one. Increases crit chance by an additional 3 and the duration of the CC effect for that. But this one is also really interesting. Increases the attack speed and the defense penetration for all allies. I honestly believe this to be the best one for Kersey if you do play her at Shockman. So this one is pretty insane. Alright, does this have attack speed, ladies and gentlemen? If it does, it would be insane. Crit damage and reduction on P block. Well, pretty nasty. I believe this one to be still the best. Does it have? No, it has nothing useful. Awesome. Alright. So we're going to change these two up. Equip a secondary and we get something for free. And I believe we have some other things. Do you recommend Kersey for Shockman even for physical teams? Nah. Like, you could use her, yes, but is she really that good? Nah. Not really. But yeah, she could be used, I guess. Event. Oh, that's still the refill thingy. Not important. Promise. So this one is for you as well. Either way, that is looking good. Then we still have Zara. We could upstart this. So once again, we're just going straight gambling. You already had a fail bonus on it. So there we go. I hate this game. Okay. Outside of that, make sure to... Ooh, whoo, whoo, whoo. Did you guys feel that? Did you guys squeeze the butt cheeks like I did? Please, let's do another 50%er. Handy. Like I said, not a fan of Shay anymore, especially not when you have a net. There we go, 50%er in the building. Panzer soul weapon, throwback. Anybody, check the reward progression. I check most of it. Either way, we have still unique weapons, unique treasures to craft, so we are doing good. There's a few things that I could be making, but like I said, there's just a few things that I want to get out of the way. Once they are out of the way, they will help you tremendously. So Elias is one of them. With her unique treasure will then allow for more survivability, more mana in the long run, and it will not help you straight away. It will not help you a dragon straight away until you level her up to maximum. You don't even need to T5 her yet. However, Elias to T5 right now should be a priority. This one is, in my opinion, the best one, especially for newer players. It could be debated that Unique Treasure 3 is the best because it has a better upstart, but that is not the issue that you have. It's more survivability. That is the issue. So we're gonna have a little bit of Elias in here, and you will be surprised how good she is in the long run. So there we go. And I believe at some point now we are with a lot of physical damage things, but ultimately we will go against a lot of magical stuff as well. Probably like chapter 9 will be something magical. Alright, normal achievements. Once again, we got more unique treasures. There we go. Awesome. We got the guidelines. Can I just claim all? Thank you very much. Alright, so that is pretty good. Is there anything else that I want to do? We still have 2 unique weapon tickets left. Is there anything that I am missing? Something that needs to get out of the way? Which characters did I also have for Dragon, which were highly recommended? Let's double check this singular part. This is pretty good. Everybody has everything except for May. May needs her unique treasure 1. Do we still have a unique treasure? I do not think so. I probably just wasted the last one. Awesome, so that is part of the homework. Unfortunately, I cannot get more than that. Oh, interesting one. I can get another pull-in. Neroxus. Neroxus can get his unique weapon, yes. And after that, we can even do a 4-star attempt for Ophelia. We're gonna skip this. Tower of Challenge artifact. We don't even know what it is, what it was. I don't care. We're gonna get another one. Ooh, come here. Oh, this thing is laggy as balls. Alright, equip an artifact. Shortcuts. Give me something. So what did I get? Orb of Contracts. Awesome, because you need this one for Trial of Flow. That is amazing. Alright, you're gonna get the Tar Card of Loss. Because you can be the protagonist. Well, I don't give a fuck. You lost. Well, he technically is. He turned dark and in a side path. He is lost. Grab that one. Normal achievement. Oh, wait. Growth 1. Gear. Artifacts. And we could get another pull, ladies and gentlemen. And if we do get a little bit of rubies, we can do another 5k pull, but that seems a little bit overkill. Restore artifacts. Let's get the last one in. Let's not do the cutting. There we go. One of the most useless artifacts. I hope they revamp this at some point because I got a 4-star of that. So outside of that, we do the locking, making sure that me and my filthy hands will not be breaking them. Glenwis is just a keep safe. It will ultimately help you so much in Eclipse. Really insane. This one was not a 1-star yet, so we can then upgrade it. I did a boo-boo, and that is check which one had the best stats. My bad. I get too excited. Let's hope this one was the best. Okay, this has shitty stats, so my bad. However, not entirely true. Well, no, it is true. Fuck that. However, she could still be pretty good. Oh wow, near max attack roll and crit resistance. This is looking quite fire. We got another crit-ish. Awesome. So we had a double one of this, right? Why am I thinking about something else? Okay, we got maximum crit roll on this as well, so this is quite fire. You could be re-runing or like re-rolling them to a certain extent. This fucking fills, so that is trash. So we get Narax is up in the building. Then night. So we kind of wasted like a few P toughness runes, but whatever. That can be built onto another character at some point anyway. So we're gonna equip this. Yep. And we're gonna go for exactly the same thing. We're gonna go P toughness. This one. Do I want to equip the rune slot? Yeah, I might. And we saved up 1 MP recovery for attack. I didn't know at the start why I was doing it, but it kind of makes sense right now. So then we could try Ophi onto a four-star. So what'd you do? If you want to make a 4-star, if you haven't gotten any percentage in, you go with a 1-star, rest is 0 stars. Unfortunately, we only have a 1-shot, ladies and gentlemen. A 1-shot, can we do it? Can we, like, I'm trying to skip everything at this point in this game. It's gonna be a 4-star. Oh, somebody calling it out. Oh shit, can we do it? I'm not asking for much today. We already got granted a lot. But if you could, please give me that shit. Okay, that's what I do. Free. Oh, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. We got one more. Should we do this? Put some numbers in the chat. Should we do this? If you want me to do this, press 69. Oh shit, we got some numbers in the chat. 69. Nice. Do we have enough? Do we have the power of 69? Oh shit. aka the grandpappy of Kazel, but with the current characters, we're looking at a pretty nice account. So I'm not worried if you should or should not be making it. One addition that you should be getting is obviously Mage Unique Weapon and Mage Unique Treasure 1, which will then allow you to survive a little bit better at dragons as well. Make sure to rune up your characters. It will be very nasty if you do not, therefore your survivability will drop. And if I do have to make a pointer, even if you got it to 2-star, don't invest into Shay that much yet. She is not that good if you have yourself a net and all of these other good healers. And then you have another character to invest into, and that is Rahartna. She will be super insane for Trial of Flow. Once you got all of these characters out the way, you are rocking a really good account for like 50 to 60 days in. So this is amazing. Please show Defame how the new guideline works. Alright, so what you do is you go up to the mission system, go up to the top left, click it. Then what you do is you go top left guideline, and then it shows up. So supposedly you should be rocking that, but that's what it is. So there is not much for me to do on this account. So Angel, do you have any questions? I had a blast with this one. We had a fucking great session. Nope, answered everything I struggle with. Yeah, it will still be a little bit of a struggle. You can at least clear 9- or like chapter 9, I believe. You could manual it, but that's something that you'll have to check. Outside of that, dragons will be so much easier if you get those last 2 characters done. But all the cards are not flipped. Yeah, you gotta do the things yourself once again, unfortunately. Part of it you don't have to clear once again, but part of it you do. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Twebby. Peace! But I'm still continuing streaming. Alright.